Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. Well, as you would have guessed, I ended up turning these beauties into some fresh, nourishing, and lycopene-laden tomato soup. So, if you would like to know how to make this delicious and comforting recipe, stick around. The ingredients are Roma tomatoes, coconut milk, a smart balanced butter or any butter of your choice, onions, basil, oregano, fresh or dried thyme, and Old Bay powdered seasoning. Let's get to it. First, add the butter to a heated saucepan. And make sure to completely melt the butter before adding anything else. Add the chopped onions and saute these onions for about 5 minutes until they are translucent. The aroma of sauteed onions and butter is like no other. Here's where you're going to add the minced garlic and saute that with the onions for about 30 seconds. Next, add the basil, the oregano, and the thyme. And let those spices saute for a few seconds. We want to combine them with the sauteed onions and garlic for a serious punch of flavor. Next, add the tomatoes. And give it a toss thoroughly to incorporate all the spices. Finally, add the Old Bay seasoning. And of course, give it a little toss and cover the pan and simmer on medium-low heat for about 40 minutes. And we want to stir about every 10 minutes. During that time, check for salt and add salt and or pepper as needed. After about 40 minutes, add the coconut milk, and here is where you can also add water if you want the soup to be thinner. And you will go ahead and simmer for the final simmer down for about 5 minutes. Lastly, we will need to blend the soup. If you have an immersion blender, that will be perfect. Or you can use a blender like I'm using here. But the trick is to pulse it a few times as opposed to, having it on a preset setting where it's blending continually. All right. It should look something like this. Guys, this soup was so tasty. I love the idea of using the coconut milk instead of the heavy cream. It was a great call, because the coconut milk is a source of healthier fat, as well as it added such a great flavor to the soup. Yum, yum, yum. This soup can be eaten as a side, like with a sandwich or a salad, or it can be eaten by itself as a meal. It is a great option on those coming winter days where you just want to curl up under a blanket with some comfort food. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Give this recipe a try and let me know how it turns out, okay? Until the next time, stay safe.